Cat's just chilling out there. So I've made some changes to the tank. Doing things a little differently. I'd mentioned in the last video that I wanted to increase the flow for the UV sterilizer. And in order for me to do that, I needed to increase the size of the pump and increase the size of the plumbing as well. So let me get in here closer. So I am running the Vectra, I believe it's the M2 pump, and I didn't realize it till after the fact, but the outlet on that pump is 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch is the size of hose that was running from my original pump to the UV. So I upgraded or upsized everything from 3/4 inch to 1 inch. Got a 1 inch flow meter, and it goes in at 1 inch. And I'm running 1 inch hose out. Now, I've watched several BRS videos, and they recommend against pulling water from one chamber of your sump and having it exit into another chamber. And now I understand why. I'm pulling 660 gallons per hour through the UV sterilizer, which basically makes the center chamber that I've got my carbon GFO running on, it really reduces the flow through there. In fact, there was no flow through there. The water looked like it was just sitting stagnant. So to compensate for that, I bumped up the flow from my return pumps. Each pump is pushing a little over 600 gallons per hour, so the total flow through the sump is 1,200 plus gallons per hour. So what I'm gonna try and figure out is a way to mount the UV up here and draw water directly from this corner and have it exit the UV sterilizer in that corner. It'll require maybe moving the apex box for my PAR meter. May have to relocate that somewhere, but that looks like probably the perfect spot for mounting the UV sterilizer, and figure out some way somewhere to mount the pump so it's out of the, I don't want to put the pump in the tank and have it directly push water from the tank into the UV. I'd rather have it up here somewhere and pull that water and dump it in that corner over there. So you can see there's quite a bit of water movement in the tank. The return pumps are moving 1,200 plus gallons per hour, and then I've got a pair of max spec gyres, and they are offset just enough to make sure I've got some flow in the front of the tank and got some flow in the back of the tank. And I may make some adjustments to that just to get a little bit more flow through there, or I may just add some pumps down here near the bottom to keep the flow going. As you can see, I got some bacterial, I'm thinking it's either bacteria or algae, and that was the whole reason for increasing the flow through the UV. I've got much less than what I had before bumping up the flow rates. The flow range for bacteria and algae for that specific UV sterilizer is between 900 and 1,500 gallons per hour. So I'm still not in that range. I just don't want to. I don't want to put too much water through this sump in order to meet that demand. So, like I said, I will work on figuring something out to mount the UV above the tank in that space there. Everybody seems pretty happy. Everybody's doing well. The Vectra controller down there, as you can see, I don't have it maxed. It's like one click above 50%, and it's moving 660 gallons per hour. So I think the pump's capable. I'm not if moving it up here, I'm not sure what effect that'll have on the head pressure, how much it'll cut the flow, having to pull the water up from the tank. And I'm keeping tabs on the water parameters. I know I've got an apex and I can keep tabs on that, but for this it's kind of like a constant in my face, hey, I need to work on this, or hey, that's good, we can leave that be. I brought a little frag rack over. I got a couple of little frags. My 50 gallon is still giving me issues as far as the algae and the bacteria growth in there, and I will be probably between now and Christmas be adding a UV sterilizer to this tank. Now, one thing I've noticed is that the flow from the sump to the tank, I've got a Varios, I believe it's a 4. That Varios 4 full power is moving about 160 gallons an hour, which, you know, that's only 3 times turnover as far as the tank is concerned. So I am also going to order a Varios 6 and hook that up. It's the exact same size pump as the 4, so everything, it should just be unplug it, bolt the new one in, and swap out the controller. Should be. And again, that'll be a between now and Christmas project. The only thing I've got in this tank besides a shit ton of bacteria and algae growth, I got a 6-line and a rainbow bubble tip anemone. And what my plan with this tank is to remove the rock, remove the sand, go bare bottom, increase the flow through here, and see if those changes, in addition to the higher flow rate and the UV, see if those changes will make a difference. So, but I'm also keeping tabs on this tank as well, because I figure I'm up to my elbows in these tanks almost every day. So by seeing, you know, this bright neon, hey, my alkalinity is low, or my calcium is low, or my magnesium is exactly where it needs to be, my pH is good, or over here, you know, running a pH of 7.8 when my goal is 8.1 to 8.2. Yeah, I need to look into that. I need to make some changes. You know, having it in my face like that every day, it's more likely I'm going to do something about it. So, but I took the Blue Jaw trigger out of the 50, excuse me, and put him in the 240. He hangs out in the rock work, but every once in a while I see him come out and swimming around. So he's getting braver, he's getting more comfortable with the fish and his surroundings in here. So this is what's up with the 2 tanks. I didn't grab the little orange filter, but these Zoas seem to be doing pretty well. I'm hoping that they will spread out and cover the rocks that they're mounted to. So, but that's what's going on with the 50 gallon and the 240. I got some work to do. I'll keep everybody posted. All right, y'all have a blessed day.